Look at me. I'm in the woods for the second week in a row. Holy moly. I'm walking down a path headed for some cellar holes. I haven't even gotten where I'm going and I gotta find. Let's get this video started. Let's take a look at my first target of the day. So here's where I'm at, is on a nice flat area. This is great. This is where they probably would have had some agriculture going, and it's tough to see, but down over there is the far wall of the property. There's some stone wall there, and I think the cellar holes I'm looking for are down that way. But in the meantime, we're looking a little green in the hole. Let's see what we got. And what we got is pretty much what I expected. It's a flat button. This was giving me a mid 40s up to maybe low 50s tone on the MXT. And I'm just running my 10-inch coil on that. Broken Shankosaurus. I think she's just a plain one. Nothing on there that I can see. Might have been something on the back at one point, but it's a little damp up here. Alright, let's get this deal going. I haven't even gotten where I want to be today. And another 10 or 15 minutes down the road and I finally found my cellar hole. So very interesting. This is up at a high point and I had to go back down through a little valley and then come back up where you guys saw me dug my first button up there. So they were using that higher hill up there where it was pretty cleaned out as one set of fields, and then it dipped down through some nastier area that they didn't use, and then we're back up again with a nice proper road, double set of walls, and the cellar hole. And it looks like it's been used as a dump site, but you got your stone pile there for the chimney. The cellar hole itself, which is carved out in a bit of a rectangle. It's tough to see, but they've even got the raised lip of the home here, and I'm standing on a raised portion of it. The corner of it comes right there, and it swings by me. And then the rectangular form of the house again stops there and goes all the way back against the cellar hole and then continues over there. So that was a nice, good-sized home here. A lot of barberry, but I've got a lot of flat area and other roads we're going to explore, so let's get this day going. I've only got a half day digging. Well, it didn't take but 2 minutes to get my first signal. I mean, where is it? Right there. That's the cellar hole right there. I'm kind of right out in the road where I ground balance just to get away from the iron, and I got some green just tumbled out of the hole. Low VDI, so I've got either a button, possibly like a V-nickel. Let's take a look. So that's the road in I just hiked in on, and that's the plug I just dug in the middle of the road after ground balancing. And we take a pan over. There's some tumblage. Here's a little green on that side of the plug, green on that side of the plug, and that looks like a coin. That is definitely a coin. Now the low tone, I was getting teens on this thing, 14 to 20. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be possibly a nickel, but it is so wiped I cannot tell. So let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. Let me jump back here. So what I have here is in fact an Indian head penny. You can see drying out a little bit, and there's the reverse, and that's all I have is just the shield, and you can see a little of the scent there. The other side just pretty toasty, but that's awful low for an Indian head scent. Typically those numbers down around 14, 18, 20 VDI are always going to be in like an old V-nickel on this machine, but I guess I learned something today. Let's keep digging. I typically get bazingaed with these. I go ahead and say, ooh, I think I dug an old ring, and then it turns out to be threaded junk or something, so let's just get it over with. Ooh, I think I might have dug an old ring. And I'm probably 15, 20 feet up the path, literally from where I just dug that Indian head penny. I haven't even gotten anywhere interesting, and It sure looks interesting in the plug, but it probably isn't going to be a ring. I don't know, it's got a weird little thingamajobber on the back. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I just got bazinged as usual. Oh well. No 40 VDI. I'm not going to not dig something like that because I was sure it was a button anyway. So, off we go. Alright, I've been doing a little orbiting. Just across the road from the cellar hole, which is here, is the well, and I think was the barn foundation. There's a lot of trash over there, so I did a little loop in there. I didn't dig much, just a lot of brass casing that sounded good. Back in the road again. I am just the opposite direction of the Indian head penny. I'm starting to go downhill. There's some stone walls there. I just got an 80-81 tone. It's out of the hole. I got a peek at the edge, and I may have just ended my copper streak. Let's take a look. Just literally right up by that tree there is where that Indian head penny was, and I came down the road, dug my hole, and there she is. Please, 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 oh, please. I think I did it. I think I did it. Oh, I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. I got a copper. It's wet up on top of this hill, go figure. So I don't know what this is, but it's copper. Let's oh no, is that number 2? Oh, it's drying out, and I think I might know what it is. Oh, pause. Oh my god, I did it. Besides breaking my really old copper dry streak, which my last copper dug was July 3rd, 2017. It's April, what's today, 8th? I don't know. I broke my copper streak, yay! And I did it with something I hadn't expected to see in a long time. I dug a Fugio. And this is the only side I can make anything out on. There you go, right up along this edge here. You can see some of the links, the circular links that went around the coin. It is super toasted. Everything I'm digging out of this ground up here, this is the obverse. When it dries out, there might be a little something, but it's starting to cloud up. I wish I had some sun, I'd see it a little better, but that is confirmed. That is a Fugio, my second ever. I haven't dug one in almost 4 years, and well, that one was in better shape than this, but that's a good sign. I think this place has been hit pretty good, but they're not out in the roads, so let's keep digging. Yeah, a little quiet here. I haven't dug much in a bit. I'm behind the cellar hole now in this big flat area where I'm hoping I'll find a picnic area or something. I'm expecting more buttons. You can see I'm surrounded by all these little stunted trees, and I'm doing my best to get between them, hoping whoever was here before was kind of lazy at it. And I got a little something to show for it. Just a part of an old oil lamp. So, and I'm right next to this little wall. It's kind of going out and away from the house in the center of the property, just to see if there's any more activity here. I'm away from the trash now, at least. There's a lot of trash by the cellar hole. That's kind of my destination, is behind me there. There's a nice flat open area. I'm hoping there's going to be a little more activity for the home. So let's keep digging. And what dig wouldn't be complete without Colonial Pork Chop. First ox shoe of 2019. Passing through that area, I'm kind of funking around on some other part of the property. It's pretty quiet. They got a lot of stuff out of here, but they missed that road. Let's keep moving. Digging junk here and there, mostly shotgun shells. Not gonna not dig those. You know, the ones that are an inch down, you can tell, but there's a few that are deeper from older hunters, and that's my next significant sort of find. A little iron tack buckle. In pretty good shape. Probably the nicest or cleanest thing I've dug out of here. So I've got another half hour or so, and then I gotta call it quits. This is only a half day hunt. I had morning chores, and then I gotta go home and do evening chores. So let's get on it. Let's get some buttons or something. Next bit of randomness I'm digging up is one of those guys. Another buttony tone that is deep enough to be a button, but turned out not to be, so. Running out of time. Not getting anything good. I gotta get another button, maybe a coin. I'd go for 2 coins. I can't remember the last time I had more than 1 coin in a day. So. Let's keep at it. That's gonna do it for this guy. Half-day hunt went pretty fast. This is a good-sized site. A lot of great opportunities, but man, was it beat. They just left stuff in the road for me here. I'm disappointed. Even on the site itself, I couldn't dig up anything other than, you know, just buttony sounding junk. I think there's another cellar hole farther down the road. There's a second one, possibly a third one. And it's great. The farther you get down this old hiking trail, the less it looks like it's getting used. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been used in a while anyway, so. That hope, maybe there's a little more at the next cellar hole. I'm not complaining one bit. Knocking that Fugio out of the ground today was awesome. I love that. It's been a long time since I've seen a copper, and especially one that's got the early American history like that does. So thanks everybody. I'm going to swing on the way out past this property. If I find anything else, we'll take a look at it after this. If not, we'll see you on the next video. See, video's not over with yet. Just coming down that trail right off that home site, and I dug something. It's nothing incredibly old, but it's interesting. Tough to tell, but at the top there, date on there is 1908, and there's a number on there, 16863, and the town below that is Granby, which is actually 1 town over from where I'm at right now. Interesting. I wonder if that's a dog tag. If that is, I believe that's my first. I have to ask the experts on the interwebs, and I'll post something up here. Well, I gave that road a good swing on the way out, and that dog tag was it. So this is definitely the end of the video. Bye.